Well, gas prices are already a pain for many Americans, and with the U.S. now involved in the Israel-Iran conflict, there are growing concerns how this could impact global oil supply and what we pay for gas here at home.
That's right. For more on the potential fallout and what experts are saying about where prices could be headed next, we are joined by Daniel Armbruster with AAA Texas. Daniel, great to see you. If Iran were to close or disrupt traffic through the Strait of Hormuz, which is a vital choke point for global oil and gas trade, how significant would the immediate impact be, not just on the global oil supply? I mean, how might that ripple into pump prices here in Houston?
That's a great question, Andy. And, right now, no one really knows. But what we do know is that about 20% of the world's global crude supply goes through the Strait of Hormuz. So that certainly could potentially have a big impact if that were to happen. Of course, still up in the air how Iran is going to respond to the latest developments. But certainly that could have an impact because crude oil is the main ingredient in gasoline. And if crude oil prices go up because of supplies being impacted, that would have a trickle-down effect that would be felt here in Texas.
And Daniel, as we look at video of the aftermath of Israeli bombs hitting areas north of Tehran today, how much cushion do U.S. reserves and local production provide before we really feel a price spike here?
Well, there's really about 400 million barrels of crude oil that the U.S. has in its strategic petroleum reserve. It'd be up to the president whether or not to tap into that. But certainly we've seen that done before. President Biden did that in 2022 when prices reached record levels. But certainly we're nowhere near a situation where that would be looked at this point. Of course, if things change and this situation escalates, that might be a different conversation.
And Daniel, what signs should Houston drivers watch out for before a potential price spike?
Yeah, Andy, we talked about crude oil being the main ingredient in gasoline. So watching crude oil prices, West Texas Intermediate, Brent crude, those are going to be the key indicators of what's going to happen with gas prices. The good news, crude oil prices actually have been settling, at least good news for drivers. The crude oil prices are now back down below $70 a barrel. So that's good news. Now, the one thing to keep in mind is we also have a record 4th of July coming up when it comes to travel. So there's going to be pressure on demand for gasoline. So even if gas prices don't significantly increase from this latest situation, we certainly could see prices increase just because of so many people traveling in the next few weeks.
And Daniel, before you go, what practical tips do you have for Houston drivers to really manage those fuel costs?
We know from AAA studies, Lisa, that driver behavior is the #1 factor when it comes to maximizing your fuel efficiency. So just simple things like easing on the accelerator, making sure your vehicle is properly maintained and that you have well-maintained tires can go so far to helping maximize your fuel efficiency. And also you can track the latest gas prices on AAA.com.
Those simple things could certainly make a big difference. Daniel Armbruster with AAA Texas. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.